What a bunch of this stuff. Okay, the problem is I got this stuff and all it is like where the ridge vent, you'd put this on top of the steel panel and then the ridge would go on top of it like that. This doesn't breathe though, so I returned all of it. And they sell a, see, this would be, I don't know, the positive, and they make a negative. Like if you could imagine the other shape of this stuff is for the boards where the steel panels attached to the roof, like up on the fascia board there. Yeah, pretty much just there, the lower side. And then the upper side, metal to metal, you'd use this connection. This doesn't breathe at all. So Meg researched it online. I was getting kind of frustrated what to use for, because I guess I'm used to like shingle systems. So Home Depot sells this stuff, Cobra exhaust vent, and it's different than this is the Cobra Vent system. There's something else that you could use for roofs too. So make sure it says vent on it. And I guess online a lot of people say this stuff is ideal for metal roof applications. So this stuff, yeah, much better. Okay, that's what I was expecting this stuff to be, but that's just really dense foam. Not gonna do it for me. Matter of fact, I gotta return that. And those are like $3 each. This thing was like 50 something for the roll, and basically it's gonna work for the whole project. I got a new bit for this thing, Crescent Apex. It's got a nice magnet on there, and it's a pretty strong magnet too, so that's good. All right, and then if you bottom out on this thing, this is supposed to, it spins freely so that you could actually go like this and hold it. A little bit more supportive. All right, I got that ready to go. All right, we got our, oh wow, a car. That's oh, that's actually the mail lady. That's about 30% of our daily traffic is the mail lady. It's very exciting. All right, so here's what I did. Can you see? All right, I cut a diamond, but all you're gonna see is the bottom half of it. There's a hole. Let's show you. Let's see. I really hope Meg likes this, because I don't want to do anymore. Can you see that?
That's good.
That's good? You like it, Meg? Sure. It's something. All right. Meg doesn't like it, but we're going to do it. Meg thinks she's got this throwing thing down. Everybody can see? Oh, I'm ready. We got the sport camera on the head. Fish is up there, honey. It's nice and lubed up, though. Look at that.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yeah. Ugh. It's down there now. Too short, Meg. Are these my good pants? No. I'm ready. I'm ready. She did it! Yeah! Good job, Meg.
Thank you.
I hope we could put that in slow motion. No, we can't. Ah. All right. This is the funniest glue. You know why? Because it's silicone. Dad joke.
Cut some yarrow.
What's yarrow?
It's a flower that you can use in tea. And I planted some, but the wild stuff in the property looks a lot better than what I planted, so.
Is it any good? Have you ever had yarrow?
No.
Okay.
I'm excited about it though.
All right. And
That's what we're after.
And what do you do with it now?
Dry it, I think.
Okay. Upside down?
Sure.
Like bunch it and upside down?
These scissors are terrible.
Well, they are for kids, Meg. All right, exciting times, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to start the roof. Now that the cupola is done, there's our roof panels. So I ordered 10-foot roof panels, and I got, I think, 13 of them. We tapped into one already for the cupola. Now, eave to eave on this structure is 19 feet on the nose. So that's counting the overhang of 8 inches on each side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up here and try to take a look and see what I want as far as an overhang. I'm thinking an inch, but I don't know. I don't want it to be too short. Let's see. So that's about an inch right there. 1 inch. All right, we're gonna take a viewer's tip this time. A guy named Michael. Thank you, Michael, for the tip. He suggested flipping around the blade on a circular saw to make your cut. We did a little test cut here. Not a great test because, well, it's a small piece and we did it toward the end, and we'll try. Hope it works good. Appreciate the idea, Mike. Heard of that before. I've tried it on a smaller saw. There was a 4.5-inch saw that I have that I tried it on, and it wore out the blade like a champ. It like took off all the carbide tips in like no time, but that was a smaller saw. So we have a much older saw that is just kind of like a plain old blade. We're gonna try with that. Fasteners with the washer, the rubber gasket, and the, I think that's a 1/4 inch head or 3, I don't know. So Now we're going to be fastening them this way. So 1.5 inches, then 4 3/4. We're going to put a fastener right here on the flat side next to the rib. Same thing on the other side of the same rib. We're going to do 2 and 2 and 2. But hey, we got the first panel up. First of a dozen. So I guess that one's the hardest. We're gonna have one obstacle on the cupola to just make a few cuts around it. But that first one, making sure it's square, the technique we did was measure from the left eave across and hit a 16-foot mark. We did that on 2 of the battens, and then we lined up that panel so we know it's square to that last eave. We hope that works. I don't know another way to do it, but I'm happy with the way it looks. I like the 2 nails, one on each side of the rib. It's looking really good. It's hard. It's because you got to put that on. It's 36 inches. You got to, you know, bend over the whole thing and screw it in and make sure there's no waves in it. But Meg, you happy with it? I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's looking really sharp. I'm surprised how tight it gets.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah, that's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
I did not know. Okay, so there's one end that this is obviously supposed to go over the other one, which is the flared side. Can you see what I'm showing you here? See this? That goes straight down like that. This one over here. Here, pick it up a second, scoot it over. All right, now this one here, it comes down and there's a little flare, a little bit. So I think the one, I mean, I don't think it really, yeah, that one should be on the bottom, because that's touching the bottom. Oh man, I can't believe we did that.
Are you sure that one's supposed to be on the bottom?
Oh, are you saying use this one over here and it'll match up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because this will still be the top.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I did not understand that. Yep. Okay. So we have to cut a new one.
Yeah.
And basically the top edge, we have to make sure the right side has the flare.
That's flare side down. This is flare side up. Doesn't that look funky?
That's how funky is your chicken. Okay, now looking at the top, we got our flare. We got no flare. We got a template here with a flare. This is from the other piece. I'm gonna use this. I should mark this. Can I write on here?
Put a big T for template.
I'm gonna write Mr. T. You know what else I'm gonna write? I pity a fool.
I knew you were gonna write that.
How we doing, Maggie? You doing fine? Now here's my move, guys. You ready? Boom! Okay, a little tap tap. I made an oops. Maddie, I need a hug. Made a big oops.
Pretty big.
Man. Okay,
oops.
so our shed, the dimensions of the shed, the most important dimension, I guess. Well, it's 12 by, well, it's 12 wide by, the long side is 17'8", okay? That's if you measure the inside, well, measure the foundation, outer walls. So when you put the roof on, you have to account for the overhang. I didn't account for that when we ordered our panels. So 17'8". The panels that we got they're actually 38 inches, but it's accounted to cover 36 inches because they overlap each other. So you get 36 inches of coverage. I was thinking, well, 3 times 6 is 18. So 18 feet would nicely cover 17'8". And then the problem arose that the shed is 19 feet long altogether with the overhangs. So we're moving along, we're getting the panels on the back of the shed, and Meg and I both kind of looked at each other and we noticed that we're going to be at least one panel short. So we have an option. I just got it off the phone. No, I just talked with Home Depot. They can't order one panel for me. I got to go to the store and ask the manager to do a special order. But remember, and Meg, do a flashback real quick. Show everybody how these came. Okay.
They put the ridge cap on top of everything, and during the shipping, scratched off all the paint on our top piece here.
The way these things were packaged, we ordered 13 panels. The top 3 finished panels, the nice panels, were on top, and then the bottom 10 were there, and then we had these 2 extra pieces in between. So we had these extra pieces sitting right in the middle of the stack, and I guess they store them in quantities of 10. They just didn't, I imagine these things were probably to protect the ridge cap, what we were kind of complaining about in the first place. So let's see if these things clean up. We have an idea, and we might just get lucky enough, but we're going to sacrifice a little eye candy.
And we had ordered 13 panels because we had 6 for the roof on each side, and then 1 extra one for the cupola.
That's the real kicker. And that's where it's kind of frustrating, because if we had discovered these panels were in the pack to begin with, we probably would have used the bigger one here to cover the whole cupola, and we would have had an extra panel in case we messed something up.
But we didn't know that they were in there because they were put in the 11 spot instead of on top where they should have been.
Yes.
So frustrating.
This is just under 8 feet, so these are throwaways. This is just under 8 feet, like 2 inches short, and this thing is, it's less than 6, but more than 5. Hey, you know what? Let's be optimistic. It tells a story, right?
Because we made this mistake, we won't make this mistake on the house. And hopefully somebody watching won't make this mistake either, because they'll learn from our mistake.
Yeah, don't forget your overhang when you're calculating the roof.
Don't forget that you make an overhang so your building is bigger than the size of your slab.
Yeah, I had that dimension in my head because we were making the slab and everything else, and we hadn't even done the roof or the overhangs when we ordered the roof. That's
so
true.
You weren't thinking those dimensions.
Wow, man, that made me feel better.
Yeah.
All right, so those
cleaned
cleaned up pretty good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, they're usable.
We will use what we have here, and hopefully the seam will be minimal. I mean, it's only going to be like 12 inches of a seam, so we'll keep it on the very end. for people.
Still have to do the other side. This is one side.
Doing a roof, it's kind of exhausting. You're up there and, you know, I'm very comfortable. I'm too comfortable up there. I'll admit it. But you got to contort your body. It's hot. You know, there's no shade. But I do like the way it looks. For some reason, it looks bigger, like taller in here now.
It does.
So if you haven't been following, it's a 9-foot structure, and then we did a 9/12 pitch. And all this, these are just rafters all the way across. There's maybe 5/4 inch flooring along the top here, and have a ladder, and that will give us all that storage up there too. And I wanted it 9 feet so that we could have, this is going to be a functional shop. I wanted the extra height for headroom for like electrical cords and things like that. Some shop lights in here that are suspended down a little bit, but I like those pull cords. Cool. Puppies and I just went to the depot. They have this stuff. It's I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's called butyl tape. It's basically rubber double-sided tape. And I'm gonna finish off the stuff's for glass, for roofing, metal roofing. See, looks like that. Kind of looks like rubber cement. Oh, not rubber cement. Anyway, you get it kind of looks like a rubbery material. But it's adhesive, it's got adhesive on both sides of it. So, see that eave right there? We're going to take the butyl tape and go here to there. This is a 50-foot roll. It's about $6 and change, $6. So that's what we're gonna do. Show you where we stopped yesterday. It's looking good. It's looking real good. That's where we're at. Okay, we did the back, now we're doing the front, and we have that little section on the right there on the east side to do. So what we're going to do is use our 2 panels here. And that's what we're gonna have to live with, guys. We just have this one seam right here. It's not bad? No. Okay, good. Meg said it's not bad.
I mean, you're gonna look at it, but you'll get over it.
Hey, if it bothers us that much and we get this paneling for the house, we'll order an extra panel.
We'll replace it.
And we'll replace it.
Okay, show me. Show me how you do it.
So you have a V right here, and I don't know what angle it's supposed to be, but you're gonna have a V, and the tip of it goes to that point there. So there's a V and a V. Like you cut out a slit right there.
Less than a 90.
We'll come back to that. So then we need 1 inch there. We need an inch mark here. Just connect that dot to this corner.
Mm-hmm.
Go like that. Same thing on the other side. So you're gonna be, oh, and then, so this is the piece you're cutting out right here.
Okay.
This is all gone. And then what
Put
you
an
do,
X on it.
and then what you do is you go on this rib here, this seam, and your cut is also right here.
Okay.
Okay, so then this is going to be a bend right here. That gets bent down. Before this gets bent down, this gets bent in.
Okay.
And then
All right, do it.
measure the other side. Also, friends of our channel, you're probably going to hear our kids playing in the pool, like for every episode now, from now on. As long as it's warm.
Pretty much. No,
See,
warm doesn't matter.
See, I messed up.
Yeah, you did.
I did that last time too. Here's the alright. Little pro tip, guys. This stuff. Sharpie. Sort of comes right off. Enough to, you know, for it not to ruin your day. That's good. And it doesn't rub off the paint. Okay. Yeah, I did that last time. It's supposed to go... There's an inch. There's the other inch. And then it goes from... It's an easy thing to mess up. I've done that twice now. Problem is, the first time I did it, I actually cut it. And it's like here. I'm gonna go like, let's go like 3/8.
3/8 from the point. Okay. We'll see if that's a good measurement.
You know, I'd like to ask anybody that actually does this, and is there a chart for this angle based on your pitch? I'd like to know. I didn't find anything when I searched for it, so. Now this
Yeah, that's probably why.
gets put right on top. We cut this Cobra Vent, the ridge venting. Okay, I talked about that already, but that is a breathable mesh called Cobra Vent, and they sell it at Home Depot. It goes, and then that pretty much squishes this. It's gonna sit like this, but as we screw that in, it'll get this thing in place too, so it won't move. I guess I'm not gonna nail this. I'm just gonna kind of
Just lay it.
Yeah, lay it as we go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna lay this on top just so it's there, and then should I do a test fit on that or just that's okay. It's good. That's no choice. Got a plan involving the tractor. Hopefully it's gonna be on that side. Yeah, it's gonna be on that side. We're gonna have the tractor with the loader. I'm gonna put this extension ladder in the loader so that we could rest it along this roof. We're gonna pad the bottom of the ladder, and then it's gonna allow me to safely, hopefully, come up this way and be able to climb up the ladder. In theory. Let's see if it works. Looks good, honey.
It does.
Roof's done.
Roof is done.
All right, we are take two. Yeah, I'm ready to catch it. Meg had to take a snot out of the silicone, but we're ready now. Yeah. This is like deja vu all over again.
Oh, why do you do this to me?
Why don't you just throw it the right way?
Aim for your face.
You're gonna aim for my face? I hope you do. That would be helpful. I don't know what that you're aiming for there.
Should I go overhand?
No, just throw it.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good job, Meg. I'm gonna aim for your face. You hear this, Mom?
Go, Daddy.
Go get him, Maddie. All right. Mom, I always try to have 3 points of contact, just so you know, okay? Love you. That panel. No, let's not put it there. I don't like that. Let's lean it up against the barn. No? Okay, roll your eyes. Okay.
How could you tell I was rolling my eyes? I wasn't rolling my eyes.
I saw your sunglasses.
These are on. Look at here for a second.
All right.
Look.
Who's pretty in the shade? What do you have there?
A
Oh, you got
stick.
some dogwood? Here you go.
Get it? Dogwood?
Look how she blends in with nature. Look, people. Oh, I love trees. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. Here, you take your little
Sean,
stick.
get it? Dogwood.
Yeah, dogwood. That is just... Well, that's what it looks like from a moron's point of view. Okay. This is pretty dumb.